Okay, this will be an interesting one. See what we can do with this. Sorry about the shaking. Going to leave out the contrast. Alright, let's see what this is. It is a child's t-shirt or shirt, not quite a tee. And it says, hard to read some of it, "Forever a Mermaid." Oh, that's another thing kids like to do. We're interested in this stuff here. I think this is the side we're interested in. So yeah, Forever a Mermaid. Mermaids are almost as popular as are unicorns. So yeah, mythical creatures. This one's an under the sea mythical creature. We're going to just take this and we're going to put it on the glass. But basically, yeah, they are. Kids love mythical creatures, it seems. There's a general rule. It's probably not the best thing to bring your child up with, to believe in stuff like that. Just going to switch it to that. And a lot of kids believe in mythical creatures, just like unicorns. I don't know if you'd call Santa Claus a mythical creature, but Santa Claus is indeed a myth. That looks really quite interesting. But basically, yeah, kids are often told that these creatures are real and all that sort of shit. I'd rather if I had children, I'd rather bring them up believing in reality. You can have dreams come true, folks. Dreams can actually come true in reality. You don't have to compromise on your dreams if you know what your life is supposed to be about. I've got a dream of designing a state-of-the-art copier system that is a lot better than this shit, and it's going to be a powerful piece of equipment, and it's going to be done in such a way that it cares for the planet as much as for the human race. And the human race, we've got to look after our environment, folks. So this new machine is going to be built out of mostly recycled materials instead of virgin mined materials. It's got to basically last around 60 years before it has to be stripped down for recycling, and it's going to be made recycling friendly. So the machine's the fasteners and all the clips and all the bits and pieces that hold it together have to make it easier to dismantle for recycling, because we've got to encourage that reuse of our precious resources, and we need to be responsible citizens. And also, it's not just about recycling and reuse and all that, it's about caring for the factory workers and workers in general, not underpaying them and treating them like slaves we treat them with respect and we make sure they get paid a little bit more than what they're worth. So we've got to consider how the workers get treated. It's really not acceptable the way the world has become so focused on making huge, obscene profits at the expense of the environment and humanity. It's really not acceptable, folks. And that's one of the things a dream has to encompass, is basically caring, being a dream that cares about other people as well as the person dreaming. So you got to, like that, you got to make it something that's going to help others rather than just yourself. Otherwise you're going to get disappointed because somehow karma or whatever it is isn't going to like it. If all you want to do is make an obscene amount of money and you wonder why you're not making money, why your dreams are being shattered. So you have to think about other people, you've got to think about the environment as well, over and above the profits. And most of the money that I earn from this innovation is going to be donated to cleaning up the environment, and it's going to be helping others in need. You've got to help others in need. You can't just do it all for yourself. So you have to think beyond yourself. But basically, it's really sad that most people say things like, "Oh, if only I had $1 million," or "If only I could make a lot of money," and that's just not acceptable. You know, if you make a lot of money, well, yeah, that's good. But if you can make sure that money helps others instead of just yourself, because that's the way the world's gone. The world loves money and love it so much that they don't care about anything else. And I'm so over this money is God attitude that most people have about money, and they don't care, and whatever. I just get so aggro at this silly idea that money is the most important thing in a dream or in anything. Now this is not working. Wondering how we're going to make this look any good. But basically, we just have to somehow try to make a difference in this broken world. You know, we've got to make a difference. We've got to help others as well as ourselves. So you have to fucking think about... I'm not going to have that. So we have to think about the... that wasn't adjusted there. Whatever. But yeah, we just have to somehow think that... Now, I forgot something. 100%. We weren't meant to do that. Sorry, I'm now losing my concentration. But yeah, we've got to think of our environment. We've got to think of the workers in the factory, for example, that they don't get treated like slaves. Our designer photocopier is going to be made here on Australian soil. No made in China, no made in Vietnam like this shit. We're going to make it all on Australian soil, and we're going to pay the workers a little bit more than what they're worth. So this is going to be an Australian-owned, Australian-designed and Australian-owned, Australian-designed and Australian-made. So you got to, So we've got to think like that. We've got to think that... Now I'm going to make it go that way. So we've got to think of our future big time. We've got to think about... And that most of the money I earn will go towards science. And I'm interested in becoming a scientist as well as a CEO. And as a CEO, I'll have all the money I need, and then I put it towards cleaning up the planet, cleaning up nuclear waste, like at Chernobyl and Fukushima, uh, even healing climate change, helping repair the damage done to our environment. So we managed to find a solution to climate change. So we've got a lot of things that need doing, and having a lot of money in this case would be a very good thing so that we can do this. But money is no good if it just sits in someone's bank rotting away, so to speak. It's got to be put to work. And that's the problem with today's rich people, is that they just love to have it in the bank or in offshore tax havens. So, they just don't care. And you just get the feeling, it just makes you want to bash your head against a brick wall, that these rich people are not using their currency to make a difference. They just keep just using it for themselves. And to me, that just drives me mad, thinking that these rich people could do something, but they choose not to. And it's just so, they are obscenely rich, and they've got an obscenely obstinate attitude towards their riches. And it drives me fucking loopy when I see it. All these rich people not doing anything to help. And people are dying. People die on the street of homelessness. People die in refugee camps. People die in slums, all around the world. And these rich people have the opportunity that they can make a difference. Now that was that one. Now that looks nice. And basically, they don't want to lift a finger to help. And I just see it, and I don't have any power myself at this stage to make a difference. I'm not rich myself. I can't even help the homeless people on my street, or in my area, should I say, not far away. I can't help them. I've got to keep myself afloat for now, so I can get my stuff aired on television. And it's costing me a lot of money. Money that I almost don't have. And basically, I just don't have any assistance from anyone who's rich. I'm not going to bother asking, to be honest, folks. I know I can pull this off. But I just get angry that the rich just don't make a difference in this world. And the photocopier industry is full of dickheads. People like Shoei Yamana, who run this company, Konica Minolta, ought to be fucking ashamed of himself. This machinery that we have here is shit. To me, it's substandard. It's bloody annoying. It doesn't work as well. You just heard the scanner go, eh! There it goes again. Shit. And this machine hasn't hardly been used like it should be used. So the photocopier industry is indeed a greedy industry. And I don't have any respect for the status quo of that industry. I can't do anything about it, but I'd like to. Anyway, this colours look nice. It's more colourful than I thought. So it looks like changing the hue has made it nicer, more colourful. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think now we'll call this demo quits.